That's why I'm glad to be here. Glad to be anywhere. I'm just taking any shitty gig in the world. I don't care. Doing band breaks for the mechanical band at Pistol Pete's Pizza. I don't give a fuck. Does it have accommodations? As long as you get me a hotel. I need some alone time. That's the only part of working the road I'll never get sick of is hotels, you know? I love staying, even shitty hotels. See, the problem is when you do comedy, a lot of comedy clubs will put you up in the comedy condo, which is an apartment that all the comics stay in every week. And that blows because you look at the calendar and you see some of the freaks who stayed there before you. And I know half of these guys. I know this. And if you don't know them, the staff will be glad to tell you about it at the end of the show, you know? Because that's what we do. We get liquored up after the show and tell road stories, and the waitresses will go, oh, you missed it last week. John Fox was here, and he was doing blow, and he was fucking some 450-pound girl with a bullet wound in her face, and Scott Kennedy was in the other bed watching him beaten off, and you go, ha-ha, those crazy guys, but then you go, wait, I'm sleeping in that same bed. I don't want to hear this shit. Tell me when I'm checking out. I had to follow Jason Stewart in a condo in St. Louis once. Jason Stewart is like the bonfire of flaming homosexual, fucks anything. I check into the condo, the nightstand drawer is all filled with condoms and lubricants and stuff, and I just laid there the whole week staring at the ceiling, knowing I'm laying in a bed still moist with the ass sweat of some confused fraternity kid. I couldn't sleep a wink. Oh, give me the shittiest Motel 6 in the world before that. People rag on Motel 6, but it's a shithole, but it's a shithole when you check in. There's the price is on the sign, you get free HBO, free local phone calls, 1 in 10 chance of getting crabs from the bedspread. I can live with those odds, I know 1,000 whores and truck drivers have fucked in the bed, but I don't have to hear the stories firsthand from the front desk lady, Oh, 106. There's a roadway driver in there last night. He was fucking some 450-pound girl with a bullet wound in her face. Enjoy your stay. Anyone drive truck here? Truck drivers? Kings of the highway? None? Do you? Who does? I'm not talking about ice cream trucks now. I'm talking to you big 18-wheel, road-clogging pieces of shit that ruin the road for fucking everybody. I hope nothing personal against you, but I just hope you all, die Ebola virus deaths where you get a truckload of infected monkeys and one of them nips you on the back of the neck, you bleed out of your eyes, your guts all soup up and spray out your asses. You fucking ruin the road for everyone. You do 42 miles an hour in a 70-mile-an-hour zone, but then shitbag number 2, he can do 42 and a half, so he'll swing it on out, clog up both lanes all the way to San Antonio, and the race is on, and here it goes. And just as you're about to pass, then shitbag number 1 spills his coffee all over his porno magazine, jacks it back up a notch. You're neck and neck. Who do you get behind? Do you get behind the one, hallucinating after 3 days on the road doing truck stop speed, or the one slinging liquid pig shit out of the back of his rig all over your windshield, you fucking asshole. I have tapes of the Reginald Denny beating in the LA riots. That truck driver they beat the shit out of. I beat off to that tape, ladies and gentlemen. I try to time it so I can come right while he gets hit in the head with the brick. But that's why I love this business, because it's a healthy outlet for that, I get mad at you, I yell at them, they laugh, I get paid, we all go home shit-faced and happy, Because otherwise I'm stuck behind that prick for 30 miles, screaming at the inside of my windshield, take off the highway, go take it out on some poor kid in a McDonald's drive-thru. It's not his fault. I'm yelling at him, if I wanted fries, I'd ask for fries. What did he do? Poor kid's sweating his ass off for $4 an hour in some grease factory. He doesn't need my shit on top of it. Meanwhile, he's in there beating off in my fish sandwich. If I wanted fries, I'd ask for fries. I want it. I'm eating his jizz at some trucker's fault. No one wins there. You're gonna give someone shit, just make sure they deserve it first, you know? My pet peeve is flower girls who come to the bars. You get those out with their little basket of flowers, and they stalk you around the bar. As soon as you start talking to a chick, they come jack you up to buy a flower for her, make you look like a real dickhead when you won't buy one. Would you like to buy a flower for your pretty little lady friend, or don't you think she's worth $4, you cheap piece of shit, huh? Huh? If I wanted to buy a flower, I'd be in a flower store. I'm in a bar. I'm trying to get laid. Get the fuck out of here. I don't need a flower. You get a bucket of vaginas, come over and work with me. We'll have something I'm looking for, right? I bought a flower for every girl whose pants I tried to get into. This place would look like a mortuary. Beat it. Give me a roofie or a hit of ecstasy or something. Woo! 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 You done ecstasy? Yeah. Woo! See, I've done most drugs. I don't do many anymore, you know. Mushrooms are about the only drug I can still do because it doesn't beat the shit out of your body, you know. Acid is a 3-day hangover. I don't have that time, you know. Who has 3 days to recover? Cocaine's one of those like really occasional special event drugs that I'll do now, like if it's free and I'm drunk and I'm about to pass out and all my friends are still awake. I think someone might fuck me if I could just stay up for 2 more hours. Never works out. But ecstasy is not a good drug to do alone. I found that out the hard way. I was in Anchorage, Alaska, and I was working up there on my birthday. And I didn't know anyone, and the bartender gives me this stuff as a birthday present. He said, try this. I said, what is it? He said, well, Doug, it's illegal. So I did it. And he says, yeah, and it'll make you really horny. Would you rotten son of a bitch? What'd you do that to? I don't need to be any more horny. I got horny down pat. I don't need narcotics to enhance it, you know? This is my birthday present. Beautiful. You would have bought Anne Frank a drum set, you psychotic. This is the last thing in the world I needed. It's Alaska. It's like 8 guys to every woman as it is. I did shit to myself that night I've never done to a woman. I'm not kidding. The maid came in the next morning. My whole room is soaked down in cooking oil. A porno going. There's a melon with a hole drilled in it. What do you use that for? I had a little luau.